5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Two white Muslims.
Go.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
My name's Junaid Rahim,
And my name's Muhammad Yusuf Bashforth.
and affectionately we're known as...
The Two White Muslims.
You know, there's a few good reasons for that. Firstly,
Well, there are two of us.
secondly,
We're white.
and most importantly,
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We're both Muslim.
we're broadcasting live from the British Muslim Heritage Centre.
Here in Whalley Range in sunny Manchester.
Well, it's not always sunny.
Well, it is Manchester. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
I was just thinking that the red light didn't come on for a second then. I was thinking, oh, there we go. Right. You got me. You got me.
Do you know what?
I saw your hand go to the thing,
I'm-
and then the red light didn't come on.
I'm excited here.
Go on.
I'm excited now because I remember as we were reading out this list
Yes.
that this is about Scousers.
It's about Scousers.
Scousers.
This. We are talking about
I love them. I
Liverpudlians.
love them. I love everything about
Me
them.
too.
But their sense of unity
Their sense of unity, their
as a
sense of humour,
community is brilliant.
and
Just
just
humour's
their
great.
positive outlook.
Hang on a minute. Their accent is
I know.
sublime.
It's
just
brilliant.
great.
Brilliant. The good lady.
Have you been watching? I
Oh,
mean,
go on.
we shouldn't be. We shouldn't be.
Okay.
We shouldn't be. But you can't really avoid it. It's everywhere.
Right.
X Factor.
Do you know? No. No.
I
never
would,
really got into.
we used to get into it.
Right.
We used to love it as a family. But
Yeah,
then,
actually,
then
good family
you kind
entertainment,
of
to be fair.
you kind of fall out with it, and then
Yeah.
you move away, and
Yeah.
for all the right
And
reasons.
then you make the mistake of watching 5 minutes. That's it. You're hooked.
yeah,
Yeah.
There's a Scouser on there, and bless him.
Really?
Bless him. He's just such a lovely kid. Yeah, and I kind of, just because of who he is,
Yes.
and his enthusiasm,
Yes.
I actually want him to win.
Enthusiasm,
Yeah,
positivity. There's just something about the
Yeah.
mindset of
great.
Scousers which is just lovable.
yeah.
You just want to tweak the cheeks. They're lovely.
Yeah.
They're brilliant.
Yeah.
You're going to love them a little bit more.
Oh, it's
If it's
difficult to
possible,
imagine.
If it's
a bit,
possible.
you know, hang on a minute. We've got to be careful here because of where we are
Yes.
and where we're
true.
broadcasting.
We
to.
might not get home.
We might be deemed unpopular today because
Yep.
we're talking about Scousers in such high accolade. Gotta say that Mancunians exactly the same.
Yep.
Love them to
Yep.
bits.
And they've done some fantastic things with regards to far right
Yes,
thugs
they have.
of late.
Yes, they have.
Was it? I think you'll find there's more people in there's been more members of the Sugar Babes or something.
Yeah.
Because there was about 50 people turned up to a far right demonstration. Well, the Liverpudlians have done the same.
Oh, brilliant.
The moment far right thugs were forced to run out of Liverpool.
Oh, brilliant.
Embarrassment for extremists again as Liverpool shows its true colours.
Brilliant.
Come on, you beauties.
You Reds.
You beauties. It says here, this was the moment far-right protesters were forced to run out of Liverpool. So far-right protesters says, we're going to have a protest.
Yep.
We're going to do it in Liverpool.
In Liverpool.
And Scousers went,
No, you're not.
no, you're not. I think you'll find you're not.
Not on my turf.
Not on my watch.
Not on
You're
my
not.
watch, yes.
Not on my watch. Oh, you beauties.
How many were involved?
Well, it
Does
says
it say?
a very small number of people turned up for the planned march and were met by a vast crowd of anti-racist and anti-fascist campaigners.
This is happening all over.
I know,
and I'm
it's
so
wonderful. It is wonderful.
so pleased to see.
And members of the public, and it says in red, who made it impossible for them to get anywhere in the city. And that is
Brilliant.
in bold and in red. It's in the
Brilliant.
Liverpool Echo.
Yeah.
The group had intended. I like it when you talk about far right thugs,
Yeah.
and it starts with the group intended.
Yes.
Because you just know it's going to end well.
Yes.
For everybody else. So the group had intended to march from Moorfield Station at its Exchange Street entrance along Dale Street to Derby Square.
Right. Okay. I don't know any of that.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know where
And
it
a
is.
huge number of police officers were in place in a bid to safely escort them along that route. However,
safely escort them.
The small turnout for the far-right group, coupled with the vast numbers on the counter-protest, meant that they couldn't actually make it out of the station.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
In fact, things got a little difficult for the frontline patriots. Oh, for goodness sake. That eventually they were forced to run up. That's what they were called. Frontline patriots. What? That they eventually they were forced to run up the steps of the station and back inside, as this video shows. I wish I could show the video. Oh my goodness. Those involved with the counter-protest then ran to Moorfield's other entrance on Old Hall Street to ensure that the far-right group could not find another way into the city. Oh, brilliant. Oh, some far-right members appeared briefly outside the station before once again retreating inside.
Why?
It's
why?
just brilliant.
Why? These far-right thugs.
Get the message that your message is not being got.
They're not the most. They're not the brightest sparks, are they?
And they're miserable.
They're not the sharpest tools in the box, are they?
No. To be fair,
be fair, they're not high up in the
evolutionary scale.
Somewhat slightly above the amoeba in terms of their intellect, I think. But when will they get the message that communities out there don't want it? They don't want this.
Yeah.
They don't want this.
Yes.
And they're not going to put up with it.
Yep.
And this is happening time after time after time all over the country.
Yeah.
And love it in Liverpool, love it in Manchester, love it in Glasgow. They were brilliant.
They were brilliant as well.
Fantastic.
Katie Hopkins,
where was the one where the far right had to be kettled in for their own safety? That was Manchester.
50 of them turned up, and there was something like 300 police had to surround them
to keep them
because
safe.
They felt a little threatened by the anti-fascist demonstrators who were simply chanting, "There were more members of the Sugar Babes."
Yeah. What did we find in our hometown of Wakefield when we went to join the NF?
We went to join the National Front. Was there about 20, 30 National Front?
Less 15 to
20 in the National Front who just looked miserable and unhappy.
And because they were miserable and unhappy.
And the anti-fascist demonstration, which is what we were a part of and were asked to speak at.
Yeah.
And I still to this day remember you getting up, grabbing the microphone and saying, "Ladies and gentlemen of Wakefield, your attention, please." And the whole of Wakefield stopped.
It stopped and looked.
And turned round. And that was, even you went,
I've got him.
I best speak now. And we had
something
poets, we had musicians, we had a drummer, an Indian drummer. We had food.
We had food.
We fed everybody.
We came with food.
And do you know what the difference was? Had the far-right extremist National Front come and said, "Can I have a roti?"
Yes.
They'd have gone, "Yeah, of course you can."
Yes, of course you can.
What's so nice with that, love? Come on.
Yeah, come on, love.
Do you know what I mean?
Sit down. We'll have a talk.
Difference.
Sit down. We'll have a chat.
So it says after a short while, the message was relayed that the frontline patriots had left Liverpool on a train.
What does that actually mean?
Oh, I don't know.
No. But I don't mean. I understand what leaving Liverpool on a train.
Well, yeah.
Frontline.
Leaving Liverpool on a train. No, it don't work.
No.
Don't know when I'll be
Patriots.
Frontline Patriots. But left Liverpool on a train with one member of the counter-protest joking that they could have gone home on a bike. Which is so scouse, isn't it? Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, love this when counter demonstrations end up being substantially more impacting than the demonstration itself.
Especially when the demonstration is hate-filled and
absolutely.
unwanted.
Absolutely.
I don't want to hear your message of hate.
We don't want it.
Oh, we want to march down these streets and tell everybody to go home. What? What?
Go home.
Go where? You're the ones that got on your train, nearly on your bike.
Yeah.
Got on your train and went home.
Could have been a bike. Could have been a bike.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. And I can guarantee that the anti-fascist demonstrators were smiling, were enjoying themselves, had a sense of unity, when they
sense
met.
of humour.
Sense of humour,
Yeah.
sense of unity, sense of love, sense of compassion
Yeah.
for fellow men. I can always guarantee when they met, they'll have shook hands,
Yeah.
said, hello, morning.
Morning.
How was your journey in? Not,
I hate you.
oh
You're
my
coming here, you
goodness.
steal our jobs.
Oh my goodness.
What was it? Yes, Terry.
Yes,
With
yes,
your
one tooth, Terry.
with your 3 teeth
Yeah.
and no job.
Yeah.
Yes. Khalid, the neurosurgeon, came and stole your
So
job.
your
Yes.
job. Absolutely. Yes. Amir, the rocket scientist, stole your job. Yes, absolutely. How are you getting on with them 3 teeth? The only man who can chew polos without breaking them. Oh, dear.
You
Brilliant.
can't even eat your food.
Brilliant. Have you seen the thing that's doing the rounds at the moment, where there's the guy and he's at a protest and he's evidently he's an Asian chap,
Yeah.
and he's interviewing this woman and he's saying, so why are you here? Oh, they should all go home. They should all go home. So what? And he said, what? You think they should? Yeah, they've come here. They've taken all our jobs. And he went, and they've taken your teeth. And she went, yeah, because she wasn't listening. You know what I mean? Oh my god! Oh, they took your teeth as well, did they, love? Oh,
With
brilliant!
your single GCSE
Yes.
and 3 teeth.
Brilliant! Oh dear.
Loved that when it did the rounds. That was so funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
Very good. Very good.
These
So,
these people,
Scousers,
actually,
Scousers,
do you
we
know
love
what?
you. We love you.
Far right.
Yeah.
Love them because they're just the butt of jokes.
Well, yes.
they just provide entertainment
Yep.
for us.
And they
with-
show what not to be like.
Without them, yeah,
Yeah.
we wouldn't understand how good we've got it.
Well, very true.
Because
Very
you've got to
got to
to
have the
experience
extremes.
the low
Yeah.
before
to
you
enjoy the
understand
highs.
what the high is. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Fantastic.
my goodness. So come on, you
far,
beauties.
far right people, come on, bring it on.
On your bike.
On your
But Scousers, we love you. Liverpudlians, we love you. Manx, we love you. And
Yep.
Glaswegians, we love you. We want all the other cities in the country now to do the same. Come on.
Inshallah. Let's do some of this, shall we? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
I just ignored everything you told me.
I know.
I went the opposite way.
I know. I saw that. Well, you're Kelsurprise. That's about the only German I know.
Yeah. Do you know, Dutch is brilliant.
Is it?
Dutch is brilliant. Or the Dutch are
Oh,
brilliant, I should
I
say.
know they are.
They're
just-
amazing.
They're just ultra cool people.
Ultra cool people.
Yeah.
The nicest people you'd ever wish to meet.
Yeah.
Brilliant values.
Yeah.
They share wonderful values.
Yeah.
And their English is impeccable.
I know.
It is
I know.
extraordinary.
I've been to Holland.
Yep,
It
likewise.
was amazing. I don't remember much about it.
No.
I was in Amsterdam at 19. Oops.
And it was before,
Muslim.
yeah, before Muslim. It was
Subhanallah.
BM
It was BM.
before Muslim. Oh, but I remember going snowboarding for the first time ever.
Not in Holland, you didn't.
Not in Holland, no. It's very flat, Holland.
Yeah,
Not much snow.
that's right.
But no, I went snowboarding, and I went with a group of guys. Basically, my next door neighbour
Yep.
at the time.
Was he Dutch?
Well, no, but he
Oh, okay.
said, I'll get to the Dutch in a minute.
All right, okay.
He said, we go skiing every year. I said, yeah, I'd love to go snowboarding. He said, well, why don't you come with us? I said, well, if you're skiing, can I snowboard? He went, yes, because you won't be with us. I thought I was slightly offended. And I went, well, no, we've been going for 20 years. So we'll be straight
right.
up the top of the mountain,
Yeah.
and we'll spend all day coming down it.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, will be in a class.
Yeah.
So whether you ski or you snowboard, you won't be with us.
Yeah.
So why don't you? It was brilliant. Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Went to Limoges in it was France, I think. I went France first, or was it Italy? Anyway, but the thing was, so went to the English snowboarding class.
Yep.
I was the only English speaker there.
Right, okay.
There were German, French, and
Yep.
Dutch people in it.
Yeah.
And it just makes you feel incredibly, but predominantly Dutch. A couple of German, a couple of
Yep.
French, and all Dutch.
Yep.
And they just went, in better English than mine. They just said, "Oh well, yeah, our classes were all full, so we thought we'd come into the English one." And I'm like, "Wow, yeah,
That's
wow,
outrageous.
wow."
How do they do that?
Because my English is as good as the bloke who's Swiss trying to do Dutch.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely,
mean?
absolutely.
Like, oh my
Yeah,
goodness!
but the thing is, in schools, that's what they learn.
Yes.
They learn their own language, of course.
yes,
But they, from a very, very early age,
Yeah.
are taught to speak English.
yes,
So English becomes the natural
absolutely.
second language to them.
Yes, yeah.
Which is brilliant. I wish that had happened with us.
Yes.
Yeah. All I got was a teacher in secondary school that tried to teach me French.
Yeah, I had a bit of French.
To be fair, it was on a loser. it was an uphill struggle for the
Yes, yeah.
lad. And because I used to just get sent to the thick table at the back of the class.
Let the thick.
Meet the table. That was me on the thick table. Because being who I am and how I am and
Yes.
how I'm wired, I don't do languages. I don't, which is why I still amaze myself when I utter words in Arabic.
Yeah, you do well with
and
Arabic, don't you?
understand
Yes,
what
yeah. Isn't that weird?
and other people say to me, "Ooh, that was all right.
That sounded like an
sounded
Arab.
that sounded all right. Did that?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Weird. Weird.
I have no idea how I managed that.
No. So the
No
Dutch, fantastic, and just lovely, polite,
They're great.
wonderful people.
Yeah.
Love the Dutch.
Yeah.
Don't know how we got onto that.
They're
but love
just
them.
open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Open-hearted.
Yes.
And you just know you're going to get some very polite.
Yes.
And meaningful conversation out of them as well.
Interesting. And just
interesting
lovely.
guys.
They
Yeah.
just don't seem to do offence. They're lovely.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
So, if only everybody in our country was the same.
Yes, yes, yeah. Multilingual and nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Nice would be a start.
That would be the start, actually, yes. Yes, yes,
Why
yes.
can't
yes,
we all
yes,
just be nice to
yeah,
each other?
Yeah. Oh.
Why can't we all just be as we are supposed to be in our natural state? Yeah, and when you strip away all that we compete for, and all
Yes.
all the aggression and all the competition and all
Yes.
if you strip all that away, in
Yeah.
our natural state, we are designed to be gregarious, loving people.
Yeah.
We're designed to be together.
Yes.
Allah's made us.
Yeah. We have a desire
To-
for human interaction.
Yeah,
so
we
you
do.
would think we'd be nice.
Yes.
Because that would
Yes.
it would, increase.
But unfortunately, this society,
Yeah.
and in fact, not just this society, it's societies all over the world,
Yeah.
kind of beat that out of us from
Yep.
an early age,
Yep.
and tell us that if we want to get on,
Yeah.
we have to get on.
Yes.
And that usually means, unfortunately, the detriment of other people around us.
Yes.
Yeah, it's quite sad, is that?
It is.
I'm not of that ilk, as
No.
you know.
No.
Yeah,
You don't do competition, do you?
I don't do sport
No.
for that reason. I don't do competition.
Yeah.
I'd rather just sit back and let somebody else win if it's that important to me.
Yeah, go on.
Just crack
You
on,
have the
love.
goal. No, you have it.
No, you have to take it. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered, love. I'm not bothered.
Let's have a pot of tea.
I tell you what, let's just have a cuppa. Shall we just have a cuppa and have a chat about this?
Yep. Yep. Oh. But it's true. It's true. And it's almost like
What do you like at sport?
well, I play for the playing because that's
Right,
what we did
okay.
as a family.
Yep.
So like if I'm playing with the kids, I'll do all I can to make them win or
Yeah.
help them win.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's just what you do.
Yeah.
The good lady,
Yep.
oh bless you, totally the opposite.
Same here.
Mercenary
Same here.
to the point of I think she might cheat. I've never seen anything like it.
My missus.
Never seen anything like it. So she will beat the kids.
Yep.
Just because, well, no, that's just what you do. They've got to learn.
Yeah.
Learn what? How to cry?
Yeah, learn that the mother doesn't love them. It's not like that.
It's not. I'm only joking.
It's not like that.
But it's amazing.
not.
Yeah. So like I say, in our household, you played
Can't
for the
believe I just said
enjoyment
that.
of playing.
Listen, when we put the podcast together, would you just delete that?
Yeah,
bit?
yeah,
In case
delete.
Nazif,
Delete.
in case you're a good
The
lady
significant other.
Subhanallah.
Delete. No, she would openly admit it herself. She would say, and in her family, that's what it's like.
We
Where in our
went-
family, it was just you play for the enjoyment.
I've said that about sport
Yeah.
and competition. I don't
Yeah.
have a competitive bone in my body
Yeah.
until you put me in a go-kart, and then
Yes,
things
you've mentioned
change.
this before,
Things
actually.
change.
Yes. Yeah.
I become a different person, and
wow.
I've no idea where that person comes from, but he is lethal.
Yeah. I believe
And
you said.
He will run you over.
Yes, you will actually go over the top of another cart if it means you win him.
Yes.
Yes.
I have no hesitation about that at all. In a go-kart, I'm a different fella.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that
Now,
weird?
my missus,
Yeah.
she likes to keep herself relatively fit, and
Yep.
she likes to run and walk. She likes the treadmill stuff.
Yeah.
She likes all the cardio stuff at the gym.
Yeah.
And we used to play badminton together.
Wow.
And that was nice.
Yep.
That was okay. We used to go out for runs together, which was good. But the only time that we've been in any kind of competitive environment,
Yes.
yeah, was when we went paintballing. Now, I tell you, I saw a different side. I saw a different
Really?
side to my wife that day. Honestly, I got shot to pieces.
Wow.
And you know it really hurts.
Oh, I believe so. I've not done it,
Have
but
you
I
not?
believe so. No, I've
When
done the
those
laser tag.
When those things hit you, it's a kind of
Ball of paint.
It's a silicon ball
Yeah.
full of paint,
Wow.
and that silicon ball has got to
Travel
has
at
got
some
to
speed.
Go at some speed to
Yeah.
hit to splat
Yes.
when it hits you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it hurts.
Oh.
Now, they warn, don't do it. Don't shoot at close range.
Yes.
Yeah. My missus, no prisoners.
Oh my goodness.
She absolutely took everybody out,
Oh my.
including me
goodness.
several times. Honestly, she was unbelievable.
Wow.
Never known anything like it in my life. Never known anything like it.
Wow.
Fantastic. So, yeah, my missus, competitive with a paintball gun.
Yes. Yeah. Extraordinary.
Other than that, not really bothered.
Yeah, yeah. So I used to play golf a lot, and myself and my mate Dave, me and David used to play golf, and we used to play twice a week.
Yep.
We did that for a few years, actually.
Okay.
So we'd play on a Saturday or Sunday, and then one day during the week.
Right.
And we'd just tie it up with when he was having his day, because he worked in the trade, motor
Yep.
trade. I was still working in finance, but within the motor trade. So we'd have either an afternoon in the week and one day at the weekend.
Yep.
And it was brilliant. It was brilliant. But we were the same in the regard of it wasn't a case of, oh, who's winning. It was just, oh, you're doing brilliant. Well done. Oh, you're doing brilliant. What a great shot. You know what I mean? And he had a similar ethos
That's great.
to me.
Yeah.
Where you just think, oh, it's really enjoyable. And then occasionally you'd get to the tee and another pair would come up and say, can we partner? And me and David just give that little roll. Oh. And almost without fail, they'd be like, oh, are you going to give me that? Are you going to, and it really, oh, look at that, takes everything, gives nothing. Oh, really? And you think, oh,
Yeah.
you're ruining me day.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that. I
Yeah.
just want to enjoy this.
Yep. Yep.
And at the end, I want to come in under 100 if I can.
I had a lot of friends who played golf. I
Right.
didn't.
Right,
I
yeah.
went to a driving range once. I had a professional there to teach me how to hit the ball.
Yes.
And I had you get balls in baskets.
Yes,
don't
you do, you
I had
do.
a couple of baskets of balls.
Yep.
And I had my tee.
Yes.
And my big wooden club.
Yes, yeah.
Is it a bat or
It
is
is
it
called a
club?
wood.
Is it a wood?
If it's made of wood, it's called a wood.
Right. Okay.
If it's made of metal, it's called an iron. Don't really get me. I can't get my head around that. Why is that not called a metal?
Hang on a minute, but it's called a driver,
Wait,
isn't it?
the number one is the
A
driver.
driver.
So the biggest wood is a driver.
Yeah.
But all the other
But you
woods,
do
because you can have a 3 or
You do
4
get
or
metal
5.
drivers.
You now get metal drivers,
Yeah,
but they're
so
still
you-
woods.
So you get metal woods.
Yes. So you get metal woods
Th-
and
see,
metal irons.
This is why me and golf
Yeah.
had a very, very brief
Yeah.
affair.
But walk on and call them bats.
Yeah, well,
Just to see how people respond.
I know.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I know. So,
And just
anyway,
as somebody's about to tee off, go, morning! They'll love you for it. They will. Honestly, they'll really appreciate it.
I bet. So I had this couple of baskets of balls, and this guy teaching me, and he taught me how to hold my bat. Taught me how to hold it, and I put it over my head and swung it
Yep.
round, and it didn't hit the ball. The ball just fell off the tee and rolled
Yes.
backwards.
Yeah.
I'd missed.
Yep.
Or I'd just skimmed the top of it, and it
Yep.
just trickled forwards about 3 inches.
Yes.
Yeah, I took hits at 2 baskets of balls. Most of them ended up behind me,
Oh,
just falling off the tee
Well, fully
in
off-
sympathy.
we're going to have a conversation about behind. Go on, get up.
Okay, so they fell off the tee in sympathy.
Yep.
The ones that I did hit, what do they call it, a slice?
Oh, there's
When
hook
it
or
went,
slice, yeah.
It went at about a 45-degree angle.
Yes.
Yeah,
It depends which
instead
way,
of-
you see. If it's to the left, it's a hook.
All
if
right.
it's to the right, it's a slice.
It's a slice,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I had a combination about equal.
Yeah.
equal.
You had slugs.
And at the
Heisers.
end of the 2 baskets of balls and the 1 hour of paying his fee.
I thought you were going to say the 1 hour of pain.
Well, it was pain. But
For him.
Look, me paying anything is pain.
Yes.
But for the 1 hour of paying his fee,
Yes.
do you know what he said?
You're a natural. It's just it's failing to get out.
Now, the salesman in me would have expected him to say that.
Yes, yeah.
So
honestly,
that I keep coming back.
Another month of this, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, another month of lessons,
Yeah.
and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
What he said was, "I'm afraid you're not going to make a golfer." And I said, "Thanks for your honesty. That's just saved me a fortune."
Yes,
And
yeah,
he went, "Yep.
yeah.
But I wouldn't do that to you. It's just the way that you are, and it's just not going to happen.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But some people are natural to this. Some people can learn it, and
Yeah.
it takes a bit of effort,
Yeah.
and they can.
Yeah.
And some people just don't have a cat in hell's chance, and you're one of them."
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so I kind of gave it up.
Yeah,
But I used to
fair
still go out with my mates because I used to
just-
really
I
enjoy.
was just
I used
about
to enjoy
say,
the walk.
yeah.
I used to enjoy the game. It was
It's
good.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We started because my dad and I, well, my dad started and he got me into it. And we started because we went on holiday to Cornwall. And we went to a place called Hollywell Bay, which was an amusement park thingy. And they had a golf course.
Mm-hmm.
But the only way I could describe it is kind of like it was a big pitch and putt, but almost like crazy golf.
Okay.
So it was basically pitch and putt. Pitch and putt is where you have they're all par threes.
Yep.
So you should be able to get on the green in one go, and then you've got two to put it. Yeah. Always allowed two putts. But they had kind of obstacles on it in some of them. One of which was you stood on you stood on a cliff edge basically. And you stood out on a platform on this cliff edge. Now, I say cliff. It was maybe, 30 feet. But it was big enough, you know what I mean? And you could see down in the bottom was the green. Mm-hmm. So, and then you walked around and down to the green. And so you were hitting off this thing, and the ball would... So anybody could do it. Because even if it bumped off, it still kind of went... You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you didn't have to lift it. Oh, and so it was brilliant. So you got around. I think it was 9 holes, but you went around twice. It was like a couple of quid each. Whatever. And my dad, I think, mentioned, like yours, my father was a policeman.
Yep.
Which can be quite a stressful job. And this was as he'd been in it probably 20, 25 years at that point. Because I was probably 10, 11, 13, something like that. And we went round and we were terrible. In fact, I might have been younger than that. I might have been 8 or 9. We were terrible. Absolutely terrible. But at the end of it, my dad went, "Oh, I've not thought about work."
Wow.
And that's the beauty of getting on a golf course.
Yeah.
You forget everything else.
Yeah.
You forget it. And it's not dissimilar to walking into a mosque where, when all your things, everything just disappears.
It just goes.
And you can have a chat and you can still have a laugh with people and have a chat or you can just... But all the other rubbish, all the other unimportant stuff that feels important disappears. It just evaporates. So I completely get why you're saying, I just enjoyed walking round.
Yeah.
People say, golf is a good walk interrupted. Actually, yes,
good
it
walk
is.
Spoiled.
A good walk spoiled, but it's not spoiled, it's interrupted.
Yeah.
It's because you are walking around chatting.
Yeah.
If it's worse when you're not very good. So you hook, so you're over to the left, and your partner slices, so they're over to the right, so you can't talk then, because you're looking in this rough trying to find your ball. He's looking in that rough trying to find. But if you're fairly close to each other, you're just walking around, hit, chat, hit, chat, 4 hours.
Yep.
4 hours evaporates.
So
my dad took it up, and then he took me, and that was it.
In some clubs,
Yes.
okay, they have rules.
Yes. They all have. Yeah.
Rules on footwear, rules on the types of trousers you've got to
what
wear.
you can and can't do, what you can and can't say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where you can change into your shoes even.
Yeah, and some clubs would not allow people just to walk around.
Oh, really?
Really? So I used to turn up to these places.
So what's a caddy then?
Well, this is the thing.
Sorry, have I stolen your...
No,
sorry.
I used to turn up to these places, and if it was a case that you can't have guests just walking around, I was referred to as team caddy.
Yeah.
And then they let me walk around.
That's incredible.
No, it's not. It's ridiculous.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's incredible.
It's
as in, it's ridiculous. Yes.
Absolutely, utterly banal.
Bollock.
It's just ridiculous.
Yes.
And I thought if you got those kinds of rules that are really just...
It's not for me.
I don't want it, thanks.
Yeah.
And even if I get good at it, which is never going to happen, but even if I had, I wouldn't have kept it going.
Yeah.
So I don't like being constrained by
There is that. And
imbecilic rules.
yeah, it gets it's
that
over,
annoy me.
It's over the top.
Yeah.
Over the top.
It
And
is.
a lot are kind of.
Do you know what's over the top? Do you know what is over the top?
Go on, what's over the top?
Us.
Yes.
Right? Us. Because we just rabbit on and,
Yes.
and limber on
Yeah.
and say absolutely nothing.
Yes.
And we keep our listeners waiting. We do. All they want to do is listen to something funny. And we keep them waiting.
Can we have something funny or nasheed?
But very often is the case where they're hung by the radio listening,
Yeah.
waiting
It's
for
bound
something
to get funny soon.
waiting for something funny,
Yeah.
and not making their breakfast, not making a cup of tea, not making the dinner,
Yeah.
not making, whatever time of day it might be that they're
Yeah.
listening to this. We
Like when you were young and it's like it's bedtime. Oh, but the football's on. It's bedtime. Okay, you can stay up to the first goal.
yeah.
They say right. I'll make breakfast. I'll make dinner. I'll make lunch. I'll make tea. I'll make it after their first joke.
After their first funny,
Yeah, and the kids like, Mum, I'm hungry. But hey, listen.
Oh.
Honestly, I can feel it. They're going to be funny any
I
minute.
feel a funny coming on.
Any minute. No. Oh, it's died. No. They've gone serious. Golf.
Golf.
What do you mean? He's lethal in a go-kart. Where's the funny in that?
You should see it.
Yeah, actually, I bet it's hilarious. Just imagine you in a go-kart.
It's outrageous.
Your knees a bit round your ears.
It's outrageous. Anyway, shall we do a bit of this?
I think we should do some of this after that, and then some of that after this.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum
Wa rahmatullahi.
wa barakatuh.
That's us back again.
You start.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. You see, that's just because our listeners could be forgiven for thinking that we only know.
Yeah, you only know that bit.
I don't know that bit.
You learn that bit. I'll do that bit.
I tell you what, you learn that word.
You have to
I'll
learn
this
half
word.
then.
And then we're safe.
Yes.
We're safe, as long as we're always together.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, I can only do half an introduction.
I tell you what, I'll do what I know.
I need my mate here.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi. Sorry.
I'm going to do it all myself.
Oh, yeah.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.
Yes.
It don't work, does it?
No.
And
Wa rahmatullahi.
Nah.
No, don't work. Need it all. Need it all.
Needs
You
to be
need the
there.
trilogy.
Trilogy.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Because we're right.
We're always
'Cause
right.
We're always right.
And I think by the nature of what you said as we introduced our list for today,
Yes.
we're going to talk
Gonna prove
about
it.
something which proves us
We're
yet
gonna
again
prove it.
that we are absolutely right.
We are right. I'm personally not really into horse racing. I'm just not. I know some people are. Some people love it. They adore it.
You mean the sport of kings?
The sport,
As
of
it's referred to?
kings. Yes.
So-
Yeah. It's the Queen's favourite.
There's a very,
Hobby.
very lot of people
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
Yes. Some people love riding them. Some people just enjoy the grooming.
Yep.
Others enjoy watching it.
Have you ever been to a horse race?
No.
I have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a number of times.
Okay.
Because working in
You'll
the...
have won stuff at school. Yeah. At
Wo-
school?
yeah,
Work.
working in the industry that I
Yes.
worked in.
Yeah.
A lot of the providers of the investment stuff that
Yeah.
we used to peddle
Yeah.
used to take us out.
Pedal.
Well, we did. That's all
Yes,
it is.
no,
isn't it?
fair comment. Yeah,
peddling. What
absolutely.
you peddling today? I'm
Yeah.
peddling this.
Yeah, pedaling. This
So-
is our local pedal.
So a lot of the providers, which were in a lot of cases some of the major insurance companies,
Yes.
used to take us out
Yeah.
and
yeah.
just entertain us.
And that's the kind
And
of
they
thing they would
took us
do.
to the races.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't, that of course start the day in a way that I wasn't fully
Exactly.
agreeable with.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I used to turn up about an hour and a half to 2 hours later,
Yeah.
closer to the start of the
So
actual
you could actually
racing.
watch the racing rather
Yeah.
than watch people propping up.
Watch the people,
Yeah.
doing what they do.
Yes.
Because I'm really just not
into
that at
Yeah.
all.
I'm not even into being around.
I don't want to be around those people.
Yeah.
So I used to turn up an hour and a half later.
Yeah.
Or if there was a meal to start with,
Yeah.
and there often was,
Yes.
and they take us to a hotel for a big breakfast,
Yeah.
and then take us into I'd go
Yeah.
for the meal.
Brilliant.
I go for the meal every time.
Yep.
Yeah, as long as the vegetarian option.
Absolutely.
I'm happy with it. So, and I used to go and watch the races, and they all my friends were out there with the bookies and doing the tic tac and you know, and all the you know, you've seen these.
He's patted his head. Is that good?
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, he's just
No
put 3 fingers under his chin. Is that good?
I've not a clue what that means. I don't know what it means.
Well, he's picking his.
What I do know is that I routinely watched a lot of people lose a lot of money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me. I used to just stand at the side,
Yeah.
watching the race itself,
Right.
and watching the speed at which
They
those
are
things
amazing.
go past
Yeah.
is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I never realised how fast they were.
Really.
But horses are
They gallop, don't they?
incredible animals. They're incredible, and the speed and the
Majesty.
It was actually a beautiful thing to watch.
I can imagine.
And the sound and the rumble and
Yeah.
the floor shaking as they all went past. It was brilliant to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Loved it. So I used to love a day out of the races.
Yes.
For all the right reasons.
Yeah.
And I kind of think that even back then in those days, I was on my journey towards proving myself right
Yes.
at all times.
Yep.
In that, how much alcohol is good for you?
None.
0.
Nothing.
None.
Not
Nada.
a drip.
Zilch. Nothing.
Nothing.
And we're proved right time after time after time, aren't we?
Yes.
So are we going there again?
We're being proved right again. Yes. Breeders' Cup. Man arrested for drunkenly riding horse.
Oh no.
This is the Breeders' Cup. Man arrested for drunkenly riding horse.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, is this a jockey? Because I've heard they drink a lot of champagne because they don't put any fat on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they need to be wee, they need to be small. No. A man has been arrested for getting on a horse while drunk
Okay.
and nearly making it onto the track
Whoa.
at the Breeders' Cup meet in Kentucky, US of America.
Wow.
Michael Wells Rohde, 24, sneaked into a restricted area,
Oops.
grabbed a horse and was in the track entrance before being stopped, says a police report.
Wow.
It added, he was under the influence of alcoholic beverages and was loud and disorderly when asked to dismount.
Subhanallah.
Would he have been
What
had
damage?
he not?
No.
been drinking?
Had he not been drinking, he would not have
It
gone
might
anywhere
still be a
near
little bit of a
that
freak,
hot.
let's be honest.
It might be.
Because that's not even, you know what I mean? You've got to have something about you to do that even if you've had a drink. Because, you know, but
let's
he
just
probably wouldn't have done that, though, had he not.
Let's just examine the consequences of what could have happened.
Yes.
Had he made it onto that track?
Yes.
Yeah, that could have been devastating for him.
Yep.
Yeah, for the horse.
For the horse.
And also spectators.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
other horses and riders.
Yep.
Because if
That
he'd
could
have
have been
spooked
devastating.
the other horses... And it says here, the Breeders' Cup is one of the biggest meetings on the American racing calendar.
Yep.
So the horses there are primo horses.
Yeah.
Imagine the money that's on that track.
Oh,
not that it should be
goodness me.
brought down to a materialistic point, you know what I mean? But the care and love and attention that's gone into breeding those
Yep.
horses.
And,
Only for him to-
training them.
And training them.
Yeah.
Only for him to come out, spook one, it goes up in the air, comes back down again, broken leg.
Broken leg, yeah, and shot.
And
Gone.
shot.
Dead.
There you go. Oh, well, you had a racehorse, now we have glue.
Millions
You
of,
know, just
dollars.
extraordinary.
Millions gone.
Because why?
So,
It
but
had some pop.
bearing it in mind the consequences,
Yes.
anybody can work out what those consequences
Yep.
could be.
Yep.
Anybody can just do a very, very quick top-of-the-head risk assessment on that and say, no, you shouldn't be on the horse, you shouldn't be going towards that track.
Yes.
That should not be happening.
Nope.
Yeah, so anybody can do that risk assessment and come to the same conclusion,
Yes.
except when they've had,
A drink.
A
yes.
drink of
Yeah.
alcohol.
And not that much.
and then they become incapable of performing the same,
Yes,
even basic
cognitive
risk
function.
assessments, and they think that they're invincible, and they go off
Yeah.
and do these ludicrous and stupid things.
A, invincible, and B, funny. They think they're invincible
They think
and the
they're funny.
funniest thing on the planet.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at this. This will be hilarious.
Yes. Okay.
No.
Until it goes tragically wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other
then-
thing that I
and then
found
it
most
ain't-
annoying-
Then it ain't funny anymore.
According to the report in the Lexington Herald, Wells Rohde has been charged with alcohol intoxication in a public place and disorderly conduct.
Okay.
He got on a horse and tried to ride it onto the track
Yep.
at one of the largest horse racing events in America.
Yep.
How can he only be charged with being drunk?
I don't know.
If he'd have nicked a car
Yeah.
and tried to drive it onto the Formula One track,
Yep.
would he? You know what I mean?
Endangering life.
Endangering life. He's on a horse.
Yeah.
They're massive.
Yep.
Did your dad do what your dad was a policeman?
Yes.
My dad was a policeman.
Yep.
Did he do what my dad used to take us to see the police horses?
I used to go and see the police horses, yeah.
How
Yeah.
big were the police horses?
Massive.
Would you want to take one of them on?
Near where we live, there's the National
Oh, of course there is.
Police Training Centre.
Yes,
at
of course there is.
Cargate.
Yeah.
And they keep police horses there.
Wow.
And there is a public footpath. And when me and Mrs. go on walks,
Yep.
we often walk around those public footpaths.
Right.
And one of them leads to the enclosure where they keep the horses.
Wow.
And you can get up close to
Yes.
these horses.
Yeah.
They are gigantic.
But that's the thing. You suddenly realise how big
Massive.
horses are.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are dangerous
And
animals.
I always go up to one and pat it on the head and say,
Yeah.
why the long face? I can't help it.
Brilliant.
They've all heard it before.
They've all heard it. They all go, yeah,
Oh,
funny
yeah.
you.
Funny.
Roll
Think-
their eyes.
Do you think you're funny? Think
Whoa.
that's first time, do you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've not heard that one before.
First time this 10 minutes.
So,
Because
guess what?
horses do talk.
Of course they do. course they
It's
do.
all animals talk.
Yeah,
All animals
yeah.
talk.
They've got they were a bit, what would you say? You know, they were a bit,
A bit kind of croaky
Croaky,
voice.
bit
It's all-
croaky.
you describe that as being a bit...
a little horse. Absolutely.
A bit horse.
Absolutely. But yes, so the two white Muslims are,
Right.
because the two white Muslims absolutely agree that how much alcohol is good for you?
0.
None.
Zilch. Nada.
Don't
nil.
look at
nothing.
that part of society and go, ooh, that looks like fun.
Ooh, I wish
They
I could do...
They
oh, I
come
wish
to
I
work
could
on a
do
Monday
that.
morning and they talk about their weekend and it sounds so much fun. It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
They've
It's not.
convinced
Whichever
themselves because
way,
society has convinced them.
whichever way they look at it, and
Yeah.
whichever way anybody looks at it, what they did when they're extolling the virtues of what they did
Yep.
that night, it was wrong.
Yep.
It was appalling,
Yes.
and they regret it.
Yep.
No two ways about that.
Yep.
They do. They
But
do regret
society
it.
has trained them to think that it's good, so that the society will keep selling them alcohol,
Yeah.
and the people who own it earn money. The government earn taxes.
Yep.
Oh, am I on my soapbox again? It's,
Yeah. No. It's good. It's good up there. It's good. It's good. It's a good box to be on. Is
yeah.
This one?
So two husbands confirmed.
We're right, as always.
Yep.
Alhamdulillah. Shall we stop being right just for a second
I think we will.
and do something wrong?
Yes.
Like, how much coffee is good for you?
Oh, there's no limit,
I could,
in my humble opinion. I'm
I
sure
could-
people are going to convince me otherwise.
I could set up a drip.
Yes.
And, intravenous coffee, please.
Yep.
Thank you. I'd be quite happy with that. But in
Done.
the absence of a drip, I think we're
Yes.
just going to have to boil the kettle.
Yes.
Do that now, shall we?
We will, and then we'll do more of this after more of that after the more of this
More
after
of this
that.
after
more
that,
of that
and more
after
of that.
this.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
You start.
Go on then. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We're back. And we're back. Larger than life.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I speak for myself.
Yeah.
After all that cake.
Yes, yeah. Larger than life if you turn your stereo up.
Yes.
They might have us on really quiet. They might be going, you don't sound it.
You don't sound
You
large.
sound really small.
Yeah.
You sound shy.
Yeah, well, I am shy.
Wallflower.
I
You
am
sound like
shy.
a wallflower.
I don't utter a word
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah,
in company.
yeah.
I was going to say in polite company. Of course, when it's in your company, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
It's rarely polite. Oh,
Nothing
dear,
matters.
dear.
Subhanallah. So
Dear.
we've still got a lot to talk about.
We have.
today.
We
a lot
have.
going on.
We have.
So
This next one, just it got me, shall we say?
Go on.
It got me. Who'd have thought? Did you play video games as a kid?
here and there.
Here and there.
Here and
I remember going on holiday, and we always went to the same place. We went down to Trevelgy Caravan and Camping Site in the wonderful Cornwall, just outside Newquay in Cornwall. Fantastic. And it just shows how times have changed, because there was an adult section upstairs, which, let's be honest, it was the 70s, was a club, a bar club, where they sit and they'd have entertainment. They'd have, a comic on or something.
Yep.
And then downstairs was the kids' room. And the kids' room just had a woman called, I can't remember her name, Babs it was, called Babs. And she would just watch all the kids. And the parents just went upstairs and, had their evening, enjoyed themselves, brilliant. And you had like a quid.
Yeah.
You had £1 or something. Yep. And each of the games were 10p.
Yeah.
10p. And you made that £1 last 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours.
Yep.
And you'd occasionally play pool or something. And the rest of the time you play. And what was the game of the day? Space Invaders.
I used to love Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
I wasn't very good at it.
Oh, loved it. Loved it. And you look at the games that the kids play nowadays, and you think, "Whoa, we've come on a little bit," but you still can't beat Space Invaders.
I know.
It's phenomenal.
What about Asteroid? Do you remember that?
I remember Asteroid.
Brilliant.
Yes. Yeah. Phenomenal. Do you know how those games came about?
Go on.
It was in one of the big electronics type firms.
Yep.
And somebody had designed it, and they had it in the break room.
Uh-huh.
And somebody thought, well, so during the break, they'd come and they'd play, and it was the tabletop versions that they had, and that was the oh, look at this, we've created a table, but it's got a game in it. Look at this, and it's got these little, really simple games. And the first one would have been, you remember tennis?
Tennis, yeah.
Which was not tennis. It was not tennis in any way, shape, or form, but they called it tennis. And somebody went, I wonder if other people would like to play this. And then before you know it, they created an entire industry.
Phenomenon, yeah.
But Space Invaders was the first. In my head, Space Invaders was the first.
Yep, it was.
It was the first. Yeah. And then they got slightly more sophisticated, and you had the platform games.
Well, hang on a minute. Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Oh, my goodness. Pac-Man. Yeah. Yes.
In his maze, eating his little dots.
Dots, yeah.
And then being chased by ghosts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he used to love it.
And then he could turn on a ghost when he had a big dot.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Eat the ghost, yeah, he could, yeah.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
And then they went to platform, because it was Space Invaders, and then Asteroids, and then Pac-Man, and then they went to platform.
Yeah.
Now, I personally was a Donkey Kong. I like Donkey Kong.
Right. Okay.
I actually like Donkey Kong Jr.
Right.
Which is where you're not just jumping over barrels, you're now going up and down poles and proper platform. You've got to get to the top, you're dodging this, dodging that, which were kind of all came out of the Super Mario.
Okay.
And even now, whenever you can hear the Mario, Mario.
To be honest, I never.
Oh wow! Okay, so
you
had your Super Mario. The thing that I am absolutely blown away by, turns out Super Mario exists. Well, he doesn't anymore. He's passed away. But the mere fact that he's passed away means that people are talking about him, and the real Super Mario dies aged 84.
Wow.
And I'm like, what do you mean the real Super Mario? What? And Mario Segale, the man after whom the video game superhero Super Mario was named, has died aged 84. Mr. Segale was a successful Italian-American property developer from the US state of Washington.
Yep.
In the 1980s, he leased a warehouse to Nintendo.
Okay.
Nintendo of America, who decided to name the star of their new video game after him.
Wow.
So he was a property developer, leased them their warehouse, and they went, in fact, it says, Mr. Segale joked to the Seattle Times in 1993 that he was still waiting for his royalty checks. But Super Mario was originally called Jumpman.
Okay.
So it just, talk about what it says on the tin. You know what I mean? What does he do? He jumps. What is he? He's a man. Let's call him Jumpman.
Oh, no.
And Nintendo decided they wanted to give the character a proper name.
No.
Turned around and went, oh, what about Mr. Segale? They went, no. What about Mario? No. What about Super Mario?
Yeah.
And so Mr. Segale said it was Minoru Arakawa, who had been tasked with setting up Nintendo of America, who told him the video game hero carried his name. So how cool is that?
Amazing. You live your life.
How cool is that?
With that legacy.
Yeah, according to his obituary, Mr. Segale always ducked the notoriety and wanted to be known instead for what he accomplished in his own life. Fair comment.
Fantastic.
Wonderful. The Mario series is often cited as the most successful video game franchise of all time, and it carried his name.
Yeah, brilliant. Have you seen modern day video games?
Yes.
On the likes of, is it Xbox and
and PS4 and
PS, whatever. Yeah.
Go on, yeah.
They are amazing.
Oh, they're astounding.
They're lifelike.
Yep.
It's like you're in the scene.
Yep.
It's just incredible. But they're terribly violent.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
They're awful. I mean,
we have to be very careful because
we do.
If I go back in the day, I had a PlayStation. It wasn't a PS1 because there wasn't a 2, 3, or 4 at the time. I had a PlayStation.
Yep.
Well, I actually had if we're going back, I had a Sega Mega Drive.
Right.
And when it turned it on, it went Sega, and you can, sometimes I wake up, and there was loads of different games, but the most famous one on that would have been Sonic the Hedgehog.
So, yeah, I remember.
And that was
Sonic.
on Sega Mega Drive.
Remember that?
Then you had your Sony PlayStation,
yeah.
which was just called I've got a Sony, and that was pretty good by comparison.
Yeah.
And then PS2 was just leaps and bounds.
We got the PS2 for the kids.
We had the PS2. It was,
yeah.
I had it for me
okay.
as an adult.
Yeah.
And the games on that I really enjoyed were your Tomb Raiders,
yeah,
which were phenomenal because you had to think, you had to work things out.
Yep.
And then they launched the war games. Like the first one was based on D-Day and all that kind of thing. And brilliant. So you were like, what did they call it? You are playing the person. Do you know what I mean? So you're looking outwards, and it's just it was amazing.
Yep.
And the rally games are phenomenal, brilliant. And I thought that never get any better than this. Look at this. This is amazing. And then they see the ones nowadays because the kids have got a PS4. And it's like watching a movie. The football, it plays football on it, and it's like watching football.
Yeah.
You could sit. I understand how people can sit and watch other people playing that game because it's like watching a football match. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Extraordinary. And we have to be very careful because, just very quickly, because some of them are violent to the extreme.
Yep.
And the language.
It's terrible.
You're thinking, it's not necessary.
No.
This is not necessary. You're sneaking into children's brains.
Yeah.
And you're making things...
You're normalising
stuff
that shouldn't be
that
normal.
should not be normalised.
Yeah.
You've got a really powerful piece of kit, and you can make... you can do good with it.
Yeah.
You could educate.
Yeah.
You can teach.
Yeah.
You can actually get people figuring things out and creating problem-solving mentalities. Why the filth? Why the language?
You're also helping them hand-eye coordination.
Hand-eye coordination.
Speed of thought, speed of decision-making.
Yep.
There's all sorts of benefits to these things.
And I mean, whilst I can't get my head around it, it's quite social.
Why do you gutter-mouth it?
Yeah, it's quite social because they play. He said, I'm going to play with my mates.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to play with somebody in Japan.
Yeah, and they put their headphones on, and that's it. And we're very careful. He mates from school, and I sit and listen. Yeah, it's only the mates from school. Brilliant. But all they're playing with the friends from school.
Yeah,
but they don't have to leave that. So it is quite amazing. And people say, "Oh, it's not social." It's actually, I think that is quite social.
Our PS2, the kids had a few games.
Yeah,
I wasn't involved. I wasn't really bothered because they were mostly harmless in those days.
Yes, yeah.
But the thing that I got involved with is when they bought a karaoke game.
Oh, wow, yes.
A couple of microphones and the CDs with all the popular songs on.
Yes.
And I just loved that.
Yes.
That was so much fun.
Brilliant.
So much fun.
Yep.
And it was karaoke competition, of course,
yes.
in our house. To say my missus is tone deaf is an understatement.
Really?
You hear her singing.
Wow.
And it is hilarious.
A sight to behold.
It's hilarious how out of tune she can possibly be.
Wow.
And out of time as well.
Wow.
And the tone of her voice, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. I tell you what, leave singing to us.
Yes, yeah.
And it was loud for myself and my two daughters.
I tell you what, if you want to get fit, dance mat.
Oh, we did that.
Mat.
We did that.
Oh, so much fun.
Amazing.
So much fun.
So they did that as well. That was one of the things that they had.
And some people say, "Oh, you're not supposed to dance." I've watched Bollywood movies.
What do you mean not supposed to dance?
It's all
a
they
form
do.
of fitness.
It's all they
Full
do.
fitness.
Get a dance mat. Oh, good lordy, lordy.
So when
Wow.
when the PS2 we'd kind of fallen out with it, and
Yep.
kids had grown up a little bit.
Yeah.
We got the Wii, the Nintendo
Actually,
Wii.
yes, we went through a
That
spell
was
of Wii.
amazing.
Yeah.
And we got the Wii board as well,
Right.
so that you can do all your fitness stuff
Oh,
on
wow.
it as
Okay.
well.
Yep.
And that's where I got good at golf. I got good at golf on the Wii.
On
I got
the
good
Wii.
at tennis as well.
Tennis
Yeah,
was good.
used to
Oh, tennis
love
was
it.
good.
Love it. Yeah, loved it. Great.
Brilliant.
Great.
Brilliant.
So yeah, things
And
have come on.
interactive.
Things have come on leaps and bounds
Yeah.
since Super Mario, and I mean, he's died age 84.
84.
So it's a long time
It
ago.
is.
That, yeah.
It was in the 80s, wasn't it?
Yes.
So that's 30 years, isn't
30
it?
odd years. So yeah, brilliant.
Wow.
But what a legacy to leave behind.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Mr. Super Mario.
Mr. Super Mario.
My hat is doffed
I
to
think
you.
you'll
sir.
yes. Where's Laura?
Well done, Lara Croft.
Lara Croft, which was apparently a Sheffield company, I seem to think.
Was it
I seem to think that was a Sheffield company that started the Tomb Raider
really?
series. Yeah.
Wow.
So I say that because I'm Sheffield born and bred. If people are going, well, why would that
Lara
matter?
Croft.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because you had to figure stuff out there. Oh,
Yeah.
hours
Yeah.
and hours. And
Yeah.
people might say, oh, that's a bad thing.
And who was it modelled on? Or who did the live
Well,
one?
it ended up being Angelina Jolie. Played it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And somebody else since then, subsequent to that.
Oh, no, I'm not bothered. Not
I
bothered.
can't say I've seen the movies, but the video games were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. And the football ones, like I say, you can see the players' faces. You are playing with Messi and Ronaldo.
It's incredible.
It
Incredible.
is unbelievable.
Anyway, enough of that.
Yes.
Enough of that. We've got to crack on with our list.
have.
But
We
before
have.
we do that,
Onwards.
contractually we have to do this. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. Here we go again.
Here we go again. Always
Here
good.
we go again.
Always
Alhamdulillah.
good.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, do you know, the sun is shining in here. That's all that matters. In here,
Forget
the sun is
outside.
shining. Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. You've heard our weather forecast,
Exactly,
haven't you?
yeah.
I mean, it's a bit pointless.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm going to do another weather forecast today.
Go on.
I'm going to do one
Yeah.
to say that I've got some great news.
Yes.
There is no weather today.
No.
There isn't any.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nada.
There isn't any. Just forget it. And that's it. That's the weather forecast.
There you go.
There isn't any weather today.
Nope.
Now, you might step outside and argue.
Yes. Yeah.
You might step outside and get wet.
We'll
you
be
might
gone
get
by then.
snowed on. You might get rained. You might get sunburnt. All manner of things could
Yep.
happen. But yeah, you're quite right. We will have gone by then.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, what are you going to do?
until then,
What are you
there
gonna
is
do?
no weather.
What?
I'm going to do that.
You're going to do?
Inshallah. I'm going to do that.
Have you ever heard
What?
of BTS?
BTS?
Yes.
I
I haven't.
You might.
It's not a trick.
You might want to help me with what the
Yeah.
initials stand
Not,
for.
not a trick, this one. I don't actually know what it stands for, but if I said, have you heard of JLS?
I've heard of them.
Yes. Have
Oh,
you heard of
band.
One Direction?
Yeah, I've heard of
Yeah.
them.
Have you heard of Take
Little,
That?
Little Mix. Take
Yeah,
That.
yeah.
I've heard of all them.
Right. The Japanese equivalent
Okay.
is called BTS.
Great.
BTS.
I think I might have seen them. I think I might have seen them
Okay.
on what's that guy called that does the chat show? It's not
Graham Norton?
It's Graham Norton.
Oh, right.
That's
Okay. Of all the... I picked the right
Oh,
one. Could have been
Graham
anybody,
Norton.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't often watch his stuff
Right.
because I find him a bit annoying, if I'm
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
But I just happened upon this particular show, and I think they were on it.
Right.
They
Okay.
were on it. BTS were on it.
Yes. Well, they are the Japanese equivalent of One Direction, or the Japanese equivalent of JLS, or the Japanese equivalent of Take That.
Yeah.
A Japanese...
Can I let you into my guilty secret?
Oh, go on.
And I don't normally talk about this.
Oh, go on.
Because it
then,
is a
yes.
guilty secret.
Don't worry, nobody listening. It's
Three,
just me and
three
you.
men and a dog.
It's just me and you.
Like a couple of sisters.
It's just me
and
and
me
you.
and you.
It's just me and you.
It's just us in here.
Shh, nobody else.
Nobody
is
else in here.
listening. Nobody's listening.
Shh. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My guilty secret
Yep.
is that I really like the second coming of Take That.
Oh, right, okay.
I think they're brilliant.
Well, I loved the first coming, if I'm
Well,
honest.
no, I didn't. Well, there you go. I didn't. I was a little bit old,
But
and
principally...
I was too much of a rocker for
I'm
that.
going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
But principally, because I liked Robbie Williams, and still do.
Right,
I just
okay.
like his attitude. He
Yeah.
makes me laugh. I like people like that.
Yeah.
And his focus and drive. He did 5 albums in
man's
5
amazing.
years.
Yeah.
5, which is, and the only way to make money with albums is to make an album and then tour. So he basically was on the road for 5 years.
Yep.
And you think, come on. Do you know
Do you
what I
remember
mean?
him doing Nebworth?
I do. I was there at Nebworth.
Did you see him there?
I was at Nebworth, and where
You
else
were
was
at
he?
that gig
A which gig? Sorry,
when he did Nebworth.
I was. He's done Nebworth more than one. I was at a Nebworth gig. Let me put it that way.
I thought he'd only done it once.
Ah, right. Okay.
Brilliant.
Yes.
And I was thinking, he's not the right act for this audience. I was thinking, it's nice. I wonder-
Sorry. No, I was at Nebworth. As in, he did one of his concerts was at Nebworth.
yes.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, it's not right for this.
Phenomenal.
For
He
the
left.
audience.
He left it in a helicopter. Brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And he said for the next hour or so, I am going to own you.
Yes.
And he did.
And he did.
He did.
He
was
brilliant. Phenomenal.
as a showman.
Yep.
Just. And I don't know where
Milton
I
Keynes
don't
was
know
the other
where it
place.
all comes from.
So I've been to Nebworth a
but
couple of
the
times.
man was
Milton Keynes.
amazing.
Yeah.
So whether you like him, whether you like
Yep.
his attitude, whether you like his bolshiness, whether you like
Yes.
whether you like his tattoo, I'm not bothered.
Yep.
He was all right. He was good. He was
Yes.
a good guy, and
The
you
consummate
cannot argue
entertainer.
with his work ethic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that was
phenomenal.
it. He didn't
And
sit there
you
going,
can't argue
I
with
just
his
want to be
talent.
famous. Absolutely. Absolutely. I remember, and I know we've mentioned this before, but I remember buying... I'd got a few points on my licence. I'm not proud, but I got a few points. What do points make? Pedestrians. And so I needed to slow down.
Yep.
And I realised I was driving. I was listening to the music was too. You know what I mean? So I bought Dean Martin's Greatest Hits, which is more, and it helped me slow down because you're just more relaxed.
Yep.
And then within about 3 months, he did Swing When You're Winning,
Swing While You're Winning,
which was
yes.
all sort of Dean Martin, Rat
Yes,
Packy
yeah,
type
absolutely.
stuff, and it was
Great album.
brilliant.
Yep, loved it.
Brilliant. And the concert that he put on, brilliant.
Yep.
He brought it to the modern time, but he wore his dinner jacket. Oh, it was phenomenal.
Do you know? I always thought at those times, I thought that this could be a future James Bond.
It was rumoured.
This could
It
be.
was rumoured.
Yeah.
Because when he did whatever the album that had Angels on it, We've Been Expecting You.
Yeah.
He took the title from
Yep.
a James Bond thing, and he was pushing for I want to be the next James Bond. I want to be the next James Bond. I want to be
Yep.
the next James Bond.
He could have been.
Yeah.
In my view.
Yep.
He could have made it. Or maybe he was just too famous. For,
Could be, yeah. But he was the cheeky chappy that would have worked. I think maybe he couldn't do the kicks anymore. Maybe I don't know. But yes. So coming back to the Japanese equivalent,
Yes.
a Japanese TV show has cancelled an appearance by hugely popular K-pop group BTS
Okay.
amid controversy
What have
over
they
a
done?
shirt worn by one of the band members.
Okay.
This is a Japanese band
Yeah.
in Japan,
Yes.
and I have to say, it's possibly one of the most inappropriate T-shirts I've ever seen.
Okay.
It's a Japanese band.
Yes.
A Japanese boy in a Japanese band in Japan.
Yes.
And he wore a T-shirt which depicted the US atomic bombing of Japan.
No.
Yes. Mushroom cloud and all.
No.
Yes. And it's like, what?
Why did he do that?
Because he's a fool, is
So
why.
the man's an idiot.
Because he's a fool. An
Idiot.
absolute and utter fool to have so little respect for your own culture and
That
heritage.
beggars belief.
I know, it's extraordinary.
I
It says,
don't
a
get
picture of
that.
Jimin wearing a T-shirt depicting the US atomic bombing of Japan, which killed hundreds of thousands of people, started being shared online. Why would he do it? Why would it do it? It even angered those amongst their own fan base.
I'm not surprised.
It's
surprised.
just, what are you doing? Can you imagine?
Hang on a minute. What was his thought process there then?
I don't know
How
why
do you
anybody
think
would wear
worked?
that. Why
First of all,
anybody would wear it?
Nobody in any kind of right mind would wear that.
Nope.
Yeah, but what, he must have gone to buy it. And he must have picked it off the shot and
Yeah.
held it
Oh,
up.
look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Well,
That's
see,
nice.
I would go a step further.
That's nice.
He probably didn't. Somebody dresses these people, so somebody who should have more sense
Yeah, who should have more sense than them. Yes.
has said, "Oh, this will be good.
To
Oh,
be fair,
this'll
that's not hard, is it?
this, no. But this will get them. This will get. Oh, this will look at it. Oh, yeah, that'll look great. That what? Who would wear it anyway?
Stop it.
But to wear it as a Japanese individual in Japan on a Japanese what?
Insanity.
Lunacy.
Insanity.
So you just got to have a bit of respect. Have a bit of respect. It doesn't take much. Would this upset people? Yes. Oh, not wear it then.
Yes. 100% yes.
Would this upset people? Yes.
100%
Well, then I
yes.
won't say it.
Is this grossly offensive?
Yes.
to
Well, then I
any-
won't do
any
it.
rational-minded human being?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, is it going to further my career in a positive way? No.
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 But
Is
even
it-
say that's one.
Is it going to get us banned? Possibly.
Yeah. Which might
And
forward further the career. Yeah.
There's a lot of thinking goes into this.
But
And
terrible.
somebody-
have some respect.
Somebody has taken all I can think is that some marketing idiot, you know, those who say, "Oh, things are going so well.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
We're
doing
hitting our target
great.
demographic
I'm doing so well
of
I'm
people that are my age who are me.
Oh, I'm really enjoying my time with
Yes.
this." These kinds of people,
Yep.
yeah, who as soon as they open their mouths, you just
Yep.
know it's just flannel.
It's going to be.
coming out.
It's going to be a
It's
disaster.
just utter flannel.
Yeah.
So
we've done
one
a
of these
census
guys-
of our target market, and they tell us that you should be wearing a shirt with an atomic bomb on it.
No, what he's done, and this can only be, this logically can be the only explanation for that. Other than, sorry, there's right here we go. There's
Okay.
two. There's
There's
two.
two. There's two. No,
There's
three.
Two.
And the fourth one is.
No, there's two.
Yep.
Right. Number one, he's blitheringly thick. He's
Yes.
stupid.
Yeah, that's one. It
That's a
just
marketing
never
guy.
occurred to him. There's three then. Number two, he doesn't know his own history. He just thought, oh, look, there's a funny shaped cloud.
No.
You know what I mean? Doesn't know his own
no,
history.
No,
These are it's possibilities.
That still
you would
falls
like
into
to
the
think.
thick.
Well, yeah,
category.
that's what. Yes, that let the thick.
Still meet the mushroom cloud. that still falls into the thick category.
Yes.
Yeah, let's face
Yep.
it.
Yep.
So the other one is devilish.
Yes.
Devilish.
Oh, this will get
In
us some
their
attention.
Yeah, it's like the best thing that happened to Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Is the banning
They were banned.
of Relax.
Yeah, they were not allowed on Radio 1.
Radio 1.
Yes.
So as soon as that got banned, what happened? Everybody went out and bought it.
Everybody bought the T-shirts.
Everybody wanted to
Yeah,
hear it.
I remember the T-shirts.
So do I. And, you know, everybody, all of a sudden went out and bought that
Yes.
record. They bought the single, they bought the album,
Yep.
and launched them into stratospheric
Absolutely.
level.
Yes.
Because they got banned.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's always been known that if you get banned,
Yep.
then you increase your popularity.
Absolutely. Provided you've got a
sometimes
media machine
exponentially.
that lets people know. Simply
Exponentially.
being banned don't work. People
No.
need to know
Absolutely.
that you're being banned.
Absolutely. So the only rational explanation, other than these guys are clinically thick, is
Which
that
is
they
not beyond
are,
the realms of possibility.
They are devilish in their ploy to get this band
Yeah.
banned.
Yeah.
The band banned. So, and if that is the case, then they couldn't have chosen a better T-shirt
Yeah.
in that
Isn't it
that line of thinking.
terrible,
But what a disgusting thing to do!
Awful. Awful.
It's offensive on
Yep.
every level.
Every level.
Every which way I think about that,
Yep.
I am offended.
Yes.
And I am not Japanese.
Absolutely.
I am not one of the hundreds of thousands of people that got burned alive.
Yes.
I
Or
am
the
not
millions who
the
relatives
relatives,
who are linked
the
to that
survivors
through the
of,
generations. Yeah.
the survivors of who are still
Yep.
the totally life debilitating
Yes.
injuries
Yep.
and the cancers and the fallout and just everything that caused.
Yes.
It was horrific.
Yes.
And to be celebrating that
Awful.
in the form of a T-shirt is
Awful.
vulgar
Yes.
and disgusting
Absolutely.
on every which way level that you choose to think about it.
Yes.
Those guys should be disbanded
Yes.
and never work again.
Nobody should buy the records
It's
ever.
disgusting.
Never happen.
Anyway, soapbox. No,
Yeah,
not me.
well, it's
not
true.
me.
It's true.
Not me. I don't get on a soapbox
Nope.
unless it's true.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are vile
Yes.
for having done that.
Yep.
No excuse. So, off my soapbox,
Yes.
back down to earth.
Little
back,
before this.
back into the kitchen.
After that.
Inshallah.
Yeah. Off your soapbox into the kitchen.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Now then.
Now then,
Now then.
we are poised, ready for another segment
are.
from our list.
Yeah.
Yep. Last slurp of tea, coffee.
Absolutely.
whatever
Clear the
it is.
cake out my mouth.
Get
Oh.
So what have we got on the list?
Well,
what we're talking about?
This is mind blowing to me. This one, mind blowing.
Well, actually, most things on your list
Well,
are
they
usually
are, yeah.
quite mind blowing.
Which is how they get it. It's how they get on the list.
Yes.
If I was to say to you, Silver Fox,
Yeah.
who or what would you think I was talking about?
Okay. So it could be a number of people.
Yeah.
It could be George Clooney.
Yes. Brilliant.
It could be Philip Schofield.
Was my first thought. Yes. Yeah. Any more? Let's have a think.
Who else could it be?
Who else could it be?
I mean, it's good-looking guys with white hair, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
Real Silver Fox has been found and photographed.
What?
Exactly. I thought Silver Fox was a good-looking chap
Yeah.
with whitey, silvery, grey hair.
Yes.
No.
No.
It is an actual silver fox. Incredible silver fox found in UK garden, marking first sighting of rare predator for 25 years.
Whoa.
I didn't even know they existed. And it's crept into somebody's cat flap. It's
lad.
eating the cat's meal, and somebody's managed to get a picture of it. And then it went outside, and that's it.
What?
That is a silver fox.
That's outrageous.
I know. Isn't that
That's-
incredible? So a
That's
silver
outrageous.
fox.
Look at its
actually
tail. Look at its
exists. I
tail.
know. I know.
The end of its tail
Is shocking white.
because showing me a picture on radio is never actually
Just so that you believe me.
that good.
'Cause, you stand testament to everything I say, you see.
Of course.
Because people go, well, if Yusuf says it true, it
It
must,
must
be,
be
true.
true.
Yep. An extremely rare silver fox is being looked after by the RSPCA after it was spotted in a UK garden. And it is silver. It is. I mean, it's black.
It's kind of dark grey, isn't it? Let's
Dark
be
grey,
fair.
dark grey,
grey.
black with flecks of white in it, which does give it a silver tinge.
But its
And then
tail,
its tail is black and then
white,
pure white.
pure white.
And it is
So
incredible.
that's why men with pure white hair
Yep.
are called silver fox.
Yeah.
And I had no idea.
Me neither. I assumed it
No
was
idea.
where they were considered to be a little bit
Fantastic. Do you get foxes in your garden?
We do actually. Yes, we do. Because we're back onto fields, and yes, we do.
I used to live on a lane called Fox Lane.
Why was it called that?
I was left wondering. And our house had a name. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
called Lair.
Really?
The Lair on Fox Lane.
Wow.
Yeah. And I quite liked that name. It was quite a cool place to live. Quite a cool address. Yeah, but Fox Lane, famed for it was a fox run. It was where foxes went from the fields above over the road on Bradford Road down to the fields under the railway bridge. That's where foxes used to go, and still do to this day.
Yeah.
So I used to put our cat's food out. Yeah, particularly at night if I'm kicking the cat out because I don't want to be disturbed in the night. I'd put the food on the back step so that the cat would just naturally just go out and eat its food. But very often it used to just not eat its food. It used to just run off. And then later a fox would come down the garden, eat the cat's food, and think it had a lucky night. Yeah, it was the fox's lucky night.
Yeah.
So I used to see foxes all the time in our back garden on Fox Lane.
Yeah.
I love them because they're very timid animals.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
people think they're vicious. And nasty. No, they're not. They'll run them out. If you stare one, it'll stand and stare back, and their eyes are amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
I'm going to show you this
amazing.
as well. Look at that.
Yeah,
That is a silver fox.
that's a silver fox.
That's extraordinary.
That's incredible.
But yes, yeah, and when I see foxes, they're sleeker than I would imagine.
Yes.
They tend to be skinny. They are
Yeah, they
obviously scavengers.
Oh, they're scavengers,
But they're
yeah.
skinny scavengers.
Yeah.
They're not very good scavengers.
No, they are hungry.
Yeah.
hungry
yes,
animals.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but it says the animal is currently in a temporary home and has been nicknamed Shadow. Brilliant.
Oh.
OSPCA claim it's the only silver fox seen in the UK for 25 years. I didn't even know they existed.
Nor did I.
Now, according to superstitious medieval folklore, the monochrome animal is a harbinger of doom for all who see it.
Oh,
So
really?
and I regret showing you the picture. I do apologise.
Thanks for
Because
that.
anything bad that happens
You
going forward is because I've
ruined
shown you this
my
picture.
day.
Yes.
Ruined my day.
It then says, the rare animal is in good health and will soon be reunited with his owners. Oh, my goodness.
Owners?
I know, that's what I thought. What's owners mean?
I don't get that.
So maybe, I don't know.
Maybe somebody kept it from
Could be.
pup,
Yeah,
or,
could be.
or even breeding it.
Yeah,
Who knows?
Could be.
Who knows?
But absolutely incredible. Who'd have
What a
thought?
stunning animal.
Who'd have thought? Silver fox. So I now know where silver fox comes from.
Do you know what?
And it's not.
I'm going to get on my high horse.
Okay.
Well, in fact, no, I'm not going to get on any horse. To be fair, it's dangerous up there.
It is dangerous. As we've discussed previously, they are big.
There are some people get on their high horses
Yes.
and go fox hunting.
Oh, yes, they do.
Now, I have to say that I don't quite agree with that.
Nope.
Because to hunt any animal, it's fine if you're hunting it for food.
Yeah.
It's fine if you're hunting it for clothing. If you're
Yep.
hunting it out of necessity,
Yep.
fine.
If it's from
Okay.
necessity, fine. That's
Fine.
It's what it was
But
there
what do
for.
they do with these poor animals? They set them off and they
Yeah.
set packs of hounds
To hound
to
them.
sniff them
To
out.
hound them. Yeah, literally.
And
Terrify them.
Then when they get hold of the fox at the end,
Yeah.
they rip it to shreds.
Yep.
And it is disgusting.
Yep.
And for a load of blokes and ladies on horseback,
Yep. With the toot, with the trumpets.
with the trumpet tooting away and following the packs of hounds
Yep.
to witness the kill is vile.
Yep.
And I really don't agree that should happen.
Yep.
And I think
It's barbaric.
banning fox hunting. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what the status is at the moment. Is it allowed?
Well, I believe
Or
it
do
was,
they
it was
still do
definitely
it?
banned.
I
So what
think-
they did was they would send somebody out with a scent, and then they all chase that. Brilliant.
Great.
You can still do it. Fantastic. It's like I love the idea of clay pigeon shooting.
Oh, yeah.
Would not want to shoot pigeons.
No,
Clay ones, brilliant.
not a problem.
Brilliant.
Real
clay
ones,
pigeon shooting,
I'd struggle with
phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not want to shoot real ones. Even if there was a reason to do it, I wouldn't want to do it personally. But I love the idea. Clay pigeon shooting. Having been clay pigeon shooting, so I love it. And I'm surprisingly good at it.
I've never been, and I've
Oh,
always
fantastic.
wanted to.
Fantastic.
I've always wanted to do that,
Absolutely
and I'll tick that off my list
Yes.
one day.
Yeah, got
I mean,
to.
I do shooting in my back
Yes,
garden
you
with
do.
my very high powered air
Yes.
rifle,
Yes.
which I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I am actually very good at
And
that
again,
too.
brilliant.
Very good at it,
Yes.
and because I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Anything you
just
enjoy,
really
you tend to excel at.
just love it. I just love it. It's great.
Yes.
So little one pellet at a time.
Yep.
Into my .875
Wow.
gun. It shoots out the pellet at 800 feet per second.
Whoa.
That's
Quite
pretty
quick, that, isn't it?
pretty fast.
Yeah, that's fairly rapid.
Considering it's just air,
Yeah.
it's just compressed air.
Actually, yeah. How on earth does that happen?
It's compressed air.
Oh my goodness.
You load it. You put your pellet in. You load it. You
Pump it.
cock it, and
Right.
that compresses the air.
Yeah.
Pull the trigger. The air shoots into the chamber, and pushes the pellet out.
Wow,
That's
but at
800
speed,
feet a second.
It pushes it out. Good Lord.
Amazing.
That is incredible.
So love that. So I'll do clay pigeon shooting.
Yes.
Fox hunting is barbaric and
It is.
should not
Diabolical.
happen. Should never happen.
I love, was it
because
Tim Vine?
do you know foxes? Foxes are really nice creatures.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yep.
And yes, they have it hard. They
Yes.
have tough lives, and
Yes,
they
they
do
do.
scavenge, and they
The
have
scavengers, yeah.
to and they have to survive like that.
Yes.
But
a lot of that is because we've encroached onto their...
we've
feeding
taken their
grounds.
habitat.
Yes.
We have. Yes, we have.
Oh,
but
rip the bins open. Yeah, that's because where we used to eat.
that's right.
In your garden.
That's right.
What
That-
you consider to be
that
your garden
was
used to be
its
his
habitat.
habitat. Yes.
Yeah. So I think foxes have been they've been given a rum deal.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yep.
And I think that people should actually encourage foxes, leave food out for them.
Yep.
Yeah. Help them.
Yep.
Help them to survive. Because they're truly beautiful creatures.
Yeah.
They really are. Yeah.
Extraordinary. But I remember Tim Vine the comedian.
Yep.
And he said, I'm a I'm a hunt saboteur. He says, I go there very early in the morning and shoot the fox. Which is in conflict with everything we just said, but funny.
Funny.
Silver fox. It's a real thing.
It's a real, actual fox.
It's a real thing.
It's not just...
They're not just talking about you and me. It's a real thing.
I have to say, I've never been described in that way.
Me neither.
And I doubt that I ever will.
No. Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a real thing.
I've been trying now for 56 years to shake off my gingerness, and it's still there.
There's still a hint of ging.
I mean, the fact is that I was looking...
It suits you now, though.
I was looking forward to going bald.
Yeah, it suits you. It suits you. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
I just can't get rid of my hair.
Keeping that little bit of colour actually suits you. It works well. It works well.
Inshallah.
It works well. You're silver with a bit of fox. If you think about it.
Well, I am actually more fox-coloured than a silver fox.
Yes. Yeah.
Fact.
Brilliant.
Shall we drop that and do this?
I think we should. Yes. A little bit of this after that. I tell you, get ready. This is phenomenal. Just get ready for this. Oh, sorry, by the way.
I'm excited already.
What I actually mean is, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. Get ready.
Get ready.
Get ready.
I'm ready.
You are going to love this.
I'm all ears.
You, like me,
Well,
are going to love this. When I saw this, I was like, what? Oh, right, I've just got to go straight into this one. No preamble, just straight into this.
And Janae's reading from his headline.
Reading from his headline. Here we go.
From his phone.
Dubai Police Force training on flying motorbikes.
No.
Yes. And they're planning to launch them in 2020.
That's in 2 years.
It's not even 2 years.
It's a year.
It's a year.
It's a year.
It's a year and a bit.
Wow.
And I'm for the listeners out there, I'm going to now show Yusuf a picture of a man on a flying motorbike.
Oh, no. That's like all the futuristic films you see.
It is.
And you
Describe
think,
that.
I wish they'd invent something like that.
Yeah,
and
they have.
They have.
So
what I'm looking at here is you've seen a drone, haven't you?
It is
You've seen
basically a drone with a man
drone
on it.
with like four rotor blades,
Yep.
like a helicopter.
One in each corner.
One in each corner.
Yep.
And a guy sat on it like he's sat on a motorbike with
So
a
you've got a
crash
guy
helmet on.
sat on a motorbike, and then you've got four arms coming out.
Yeah.
One to the front left, one to the front right, one to the back left, one to the back left.
Rotor
And
blades.
each one of those has a mini helicopter blade on it, and him flying.
Subhanallah.
He's flying.
That's amazing.
Police in Dubai have begun training on hover bikes in the hope that they can help first responder units reach areas that would otherwise be difficult to reach.
Wow.
What a job! Can you imagine?
It's
the
incredible.
futuristic vehicles are intended to be in action by 2020 and are the latest extravagant expense by a force which already boasts a Ferrari and a Lamborghini among its patrol car fleet. Now, at this point, I've now got to stop and go, hang on a minute. There's people around the world starving. Do you know what I mean? Let's get a little bit serious here.
Whoa. In Dubai,
Yeah.
you've got some extremely wealthy people
Yes, yeah.
who
And-
will own those cars
Yes.
as a matter of course. Now,
Well,
if you're
yes.
the police force chasing one, you've got to fight fire with fire.
Actually, to be
haven't you?
fair, yes.
You know, if you're a police force in your
Actually, good point.
Nissan,
And to be fair, in America, they have the Trans Ams and the... What do they have? What's the big muscle car, which I love and adore, and now I can't think of it. Charger.
yeah,
They have Chargers as police cars, which is the same thing in effect, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yes, to be fair.
yeah, you've got to be
Yeah,
equipped
actually.
to deal with the conditions that prevail.
Good point.
And if people
Germany has Porsches,
routinely,
don't they? Yeah,
if
fair comment.
people routinely have
Yes.
supercars, then your police have got to have a supercar or better. And it seems now that they've pulled one better.
Wow.
Do you know what? I heard something
Can I
else
just show you
about-
that? Just show you that, though, quickly.
I want one of-
He's flying
I want one of those.
on a bike.
I want that.
Very quickly, though, I'm now going to kill it.
Go
Are you
on,
ready for this?
go on.
The electric vertical takeoff and landing bikes, EVTOL, No. I am not going to call that an EVTOL. It's got to be cooler than that. You're not going to say, what have you got? I've got an EVTOL.
No.
I've got a hover bike.
I've got a bike. I've got a bike that flies. I've got a
flying
flying bike.
A hover bike.
Wow.
I've got a Huber. A hover bike. But not an EVTOL. EVTOL. Ridiculous.
EVTOL.
But they were delivered by a Russian-owned, California-based company called Hoversurf. Now, ain't that
That's
more
what
like
I
it?
want. I want a
Hoversurf.
Hoversurf.
Which signed a deal with the Force in 2017.
Incredible.
I drive a Hoversurf.
But do you know? And I can't remember where I saw this, but I saw something, and it was just a feature on some kind of news program somewhere
Yes.
that talked about the Dubai police,
Right, yes.
and the methods that they employ
Right.
to wheedle out criminals, wheedle
Right.
out people who are committing crimes.
Yes.
And they've worked out a way of measuring things like temperature, pulse rate, etc., of people walking through a room. And they can tell people who have either done something wrong or are about it. It's a bit like, what's the film where precogs? Yeah, absolutely. Minority Report. It's just like that. And they're now using technology, using cameras and heat-seeking. Heat. Well, it's not heat-seeking. That's a missile.
Yes. Heat registering.
Whatever.
Heat measuring.
They're using that kind of technology to identify people that they think stand out from the norm because of certain bodily activities that you'd associate with stress.
Yeah.
And stress associated with having done something or premeditating doing something wrong.
We are naturally honest people.
Yes.
And we teach ourselves or are taught to lie, cheat, steal, kill, all of the bad things. Yes.
Yep. It's called sales.
Yeah. It's called being a trader. It's basically you and me.
It's us both.
Oh dear.
What do you do for a living? I lie.
How
about you?
How about yourself?
Oh, you teach people how to lie.
I teach people how to lie. Yes. And I have to say, very well.
It's never lies. It's never lies. It's never lies.
No,
never
joking.
is.
Joking.
Never.
If somebody didn't want it, they won't buy it.
It might not be the truth, but it's not lies.
No,
it's not.
No. We don't do that. We don't do
it might
manipulation.
It might be an embellishment. It might be an enhancement.
Yep.
It might be a bit of steer.
Yep.
But it's not a lie.
It's guidance. It's guidance. It's not manipulation. It's guidance.
It's guidance.
Guide them to the truth. Guiding them to it. If they didn't want it, they won't buy it.
Look,
I'm just helping them buy it, Gulf.
All you're doing is guiding them to what they want in any case.
Exactly. It's just that when they first came in, they didn't know they wanted it.
I know. And you just have to lead them by the hand.
Yep.
Take them down on a little journey in their minds to that decision.
Exactly.
To that crossroads
you're
where
walking
they
down a
make
corridor
that decision.
And you're shutting doors on your way.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. And what's at the end? The sale. Gold. The sale. They want to buy,
rainbow.
You want to sell. It's not mutually exclusive.
That's right.
And if they didn't want it, they'd go through one of the doors that we've not managed to shut.
Yeah. And
Simple
they would back off, blast themselves through one of those doors, and off they go.
Yes. And what the Dubai police bought was hover bikes.
Subhanallah.
Love it.
I
love
think
it.
That's great. It's all right having a police force own those things. That's fine. And I'm okay with that because I'll never be chased by a Dubai hoverbike.
No.
I can confidently say that.
Yes.
Right? For starters, it's unlikely that I'll go back to Dubai. I've been there once. Loved it, but I won't go back. Secondly, I'm not going to be doing anything wrong, even if I was there, to be chased by a Dubai hoverbike.
Yep.
But what the reason why it excites me the most is because hoverbikes exist.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they will become mainstream.
So they will become mainstream.
Yeah,
Get ready
and technology will get better.
Yes.
So they'll have more range, they'll have more height, they'll have more power.
Are you ready?
Go on.
Are you ready? you preempted this. This is brilliant. Brilliant.
Can I have one?
Earlier this year, Rolls-Royce presented its own EVTOL system at the Farnborough International Air Show.
Wow.
And is searching for partners who could help make this idea a reality. The difference being the British car firm uses gas turbine technology.
Okay.
to propel the vehicle with minimal noise and without the need for recharging, which is everything you just said. So it will go higher, quicker, further, faster,
More efficiently,
yeah. And doesn't need charging. Whoa!
I want one of them.
I want one of those.
You can keep your bikes,
Exactly.
Dubai, please.
Yes,
You can keep
yes.
them. I want a Rolls Royce, please.
So without the need for recharging, a crucially limiting feature for most electric vehicles. Oh, brilliant.
Does it mention how much these are likely to be?
It doesn't. And then you have to have the killjoy. Speaking to CNN, the editor-in-chief of Aerospace magazine, Tim Robinson, described the hoverbike as pretty limited in terms of what it could offer police work.
Did he?
Yes.
Really?
But then added, but it looks bags of fun. Well, let's stick with that then, Tim.
We'll have the fun,
Let's say
thank
that
you.
first.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks brilliant. That might be a bit limited, but it looks great. Not.
Look, it's the coolest thing anybody in the world
It
could
is.
own.
It is.
Oh, and it might be limited, but forget limited.
It's brilliant.
It's the coolest thing ever. And as such, I'd like one. You know me and cars, don't you?
Oh yes, absolutely.
I've
It's
got
A to B.
I've
isn't
got
it?
one.
Yeah.
I've got a car,
It's A to B. Four wheels.
and that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
What size engine is it? I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know. What's its power thing? How many horses?
How many
I don't
horses
know.
has it got?
I've
I
no
don't
idea.
know. I do know it's got four wheels, but they're not all round the way you drive it.
I like mounting
Into
curbs.
and at
I
curbs.
like mounting curbs. That's what they're there for. It tests my suspension. It
Yes,
makes
yes.
my car bounce.
Oh, what was that?
I quite like
I
it.
think it was me losing another wheel.
I like it, bouncy cars.
But bikes.
Bikes.
Yeah, you're a
Oh.
fan of bikes. Imagine a hover bike.
Oh man, I'm so looking forward to it. I hope that it comes out and I get the chance to operate one.
That's the thing.
And I hope I've got enough time left.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not, then I'll leave it to my.
I want a hover bike
I'll
or a
leave it to my
jetpack.
grandson.
Hover bike, hover boot, or jetpacks. I want
Jetpack.
any of them.
Jetpacks.
Any of
Can you
them.
Imagine. I am still blown away with what I saw at. I years and years and years ago.
Yep.
My missus said, "We're going to see Michael Jackson."
I was
on
going to
concert."
right. Yes, I was just going to
And
say
I
if
said-
Michael
I went-
Jackson can have one.
I just went, whoa. Really? Do I have to go? She
Really?
goes, yes, you do have to go because I've wanted to see him all my life.
Yeah,
I grew up with him. He's my hero. And
Yeah,
I love him.
yeah.
And I went, oh, God. How much are the tickets? And where do we get them
Millions,
from?
£1,000,000.
And no, what do I have to know? So we bought the tickets and we set off that day. And I set off as if I was on the what's it called? The Green Mile. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Is it the long walk?
Yeah, that long one. And I
Yeah.
set off as if to say, this is all doom and gloom.
Yeah.
I don't like this fella. I can appreciate his art and
His
his music,
absolutely.
and his dancing and his showmanship and the theatre and the spectacle. I can
Yes.
appreciate all of that, but
Yep.
I don't actually like him.
Yeah. Ergo, I don't want to be giving
Ergo,
him any money. I don't want to watch
I don't
him.
want to go and see him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go
so,
on. What was it like?
Right, so he sprung onto the stage
Yep.
at the start out of some kind of trapdoor,
Yep.
sprung-loaded trapdoor,
Oh, wow.
and he was about 6 to 8 feet in the air,
Wow.
and then he just dropped and stood in a stance, and he was motionless.
Yeah.
And loads of sparks were flying behind
Yeah.
him, and loads of fireworks, and
Yeah.
all the that gold glittery
Yeah,
fireworks that
yeah.
dropped down
Yeah.
from above. All that was happening behind. The crowd was
That
screaming.
is quite an entrance, let's be honest.
I was thinking, whoa, where did he come
Yeah,
from?
That's quite cool.
Whoa, that was amazing. And the massive screens at either side
Yeah.
just played it, and I was like, whoa! What a way to come on stage.
Yep.
That was quite cool. Do you know what?
This might be
I
all
liked
right.
that. I liked that.
Yeah.
I
A little
liked
bit
it.
more of that, Michael.
And then he was motionless. And then a huge drum thud. Yeah.
Yeah.
And his arm moved. And his hand grabbed hold of his sunglasses.
Yeah.
And then he was motionless again.
Yeah.
And the crowd were wild. And then he slowly took his sunglasses off. And then it was just doing moves in time to a drum beat. And
Yeah.
it almost looked like every time he moved, that was, but it was so well rehearsed.
Yes.
Brilliant, genius way to start a gig. And then he went into the opening song.
Yes.
And from that moment, I was mouth agape
Yeah.
until the end of the show, 2.5 hours later. I've never seen
Wow.
anything like it.
2.5 hours?
Never seen anything like
Hey,
it in
that's-
my life.
Poof.
That man was amazing.
Yes.
You know, and people have a lot of criticism of him and his life and what he did. In terms of physical fitness, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Well, to do that for 2.5 hours is
I've never seen anything like
night.
It was unbelievable what he did. But how we got onto that was jetpacks.
Yes, yeah,
and in the grand finale of the show, and there was a very careful swap of bodies that was well masked and a bit like a magician would do.
Yes,
where it wasn't actually. It gave the appearance of him
being him, yes,
flying off in a jetpack.
Wow!
And this guy flew off
in a jetpack.
He took off. Did a loop. And then just flew to the side and then behind the PA rig at the side. He left the stadium in a jetpack.
Wow.
And I thought, that is phenomenal.
Brilliant.
And we're talking about the 1990s
yes.
here.
Yeah.
And that's the technology that they had then.
Wow.
And from that day I said,
I want a jetpack.
I want one of them.
Yeah. I used to watch Rocket Man.
I want to do that.
Yeah. They had Rocket Man in the 20s.
They've got Iron Man. That's Iron Man.
Iron Man.
That's
yes.
what he does.
Iron Man. He does it with his hands.
I just want one of them.
Yeah.
I want one of them. Can you imagine traffic on the M62?
Oh.
Think, nah, forget that. I was going to jetpack over to Manchester. It'd take me 10 minutes. Oh, do you know what? I've always wanted. But now, looking at this new development,
not that
the
far away.
flying motorbike.
Yep.
Come on, I hope I can stay alive for long enough to experience some of that.
Because I mean, given the funds, I would learn to fly. I know I've said this many times. I'd learn to fly. It is my dream.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, we can dream, can't we? We can dream. But before our dreams come true,
we'll drink.
This has got to come true.
Yes.
It's called a cup of coffee.
Yes.